Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Try Thea 2, the Shattering. So today we want to explore the rest of our starting island. Hopefully we'll be able to do it and it's not going too far in this direction. I'm still not sure if there is a gap here or if it's just weird shape and it just continues this way, but I guess we'll find out today. Also, I made some changes. I was told that the dwarven booze is safe to drink. It's just another type of food and doesn't have any side effects. So at some point we will start making it, but before that there are some other things we have to make. We are working on that shadow medium armor, and also we have to gather some more bones. So I change the assignments here a little bit because we want to use bones to craft our ship. So that's maybe another goal for today, get the ship. But first, we are missing like 10 bones, so we have to get that. And again, because I've reloaded, some of the level ups kicked in one turn earlier. So let's check that. This is our scavenger. I guess we'll just keep leveling up the strength of the swarm. It's a pretty decent ability when used properly. And I think we now have strength of the swarm on both our scavengers. So yeah, this could later in the game definitely have some huge advantages as we get better gear. The scaling should be quite nice. So let's keep going. And for who is this? That's our healer, right? No, that's our Zherka. I guess I'll just keep leveling up the yellow stats, both of them. In this case, I'll just go for the +2. I would prefer probably +2 Destiny, to be honest, because I think we have a weapon that has Destiny-based attack, and it would be nice to have like a decent secondary stat. But well, +2 is +2. Confirm. Let's get back to our expedition. How we doing? 26 days, 42 days, fuel. Okay, we are fine. Next. There's the armor. Let's auto-resolve this, accept, get more experience, and keep going. Oh, hey. Could maybe trade with these guys. And what the heck is this? Let's cross the river. And next turn we'll check both the village and whatever this might be. I've never seen this thing. It might just be, I don't know, a ghost or something. I just never seen like the model on the map. What the heck? What do you think it is, guys? Ghosts? Some kind of ghost warrior? Or just weirdly designed zombie? I guess you'll find out. I'll try to just attack just to figure out what that thing is. Armor. That's what we want. Okay. Actually, let me check something. Everyone, stop whatever you're doing. Actually, no, the gatherer will just stick to gathering. But I want to check research. See? Zherkas are so much better at researching than anyone else. Let's go. Why is this still 4 turns? 85. It's not that amazing yet. It's still like twice as much as anyone else. They can get well over 100 with the proper items. Maybe I should craft some items that increase research, but it's gonna take a while to find them. Maybe I'll just try to figure out what's the recipe off camera. It may take a while. Okay, now cooking. Actually, no, gathering first. We want those bones. 280. Such weird numbers. We need +3 so we could get the bone. Actually, wait, we can just do it this way, right? We get a stack every turn, at least for a while. We'll have 2 people. Gathering the grain. I think we have enough dark wood for a while, so we don't need to get a stack every turn. What do we want to get? This is what we want to get. Yeah, good. And when we run out of herbs, we'll send, who is this? Mistwin back to gathering. Good. Next. Don't run away. Oh, hello. Another child. Rejoice. And it's good that it's a girl. We really should try to get a witch. So, if we want to get a witch, we should give her a cat. I'm actually not sure if witch is destiny-based or mysticism-based. I think it's destiny and demons are mysticism-based. Well, I guess we'll just find out. What about some gathering tool? Did he run out of gathering tools? Okay. Let's add one quickly. You have more than enough leather. Increase rituals, increase gathering. And just out of curiosity, gathering, crafting, increase research. That's what increases research. Okay, so we want to... actually, we do have better gems. Problem is we want to use the gems for the boat. But once we find more gems, we're gonna make this crafting tool and improve the research that we are getting. That's what I've been looking for. I knew that there was an item that increased flat research, so yeah, now I'll hopefully remember. But first, this is what we need. That's probably too long. Guys, I have a different job for you two. 5, 3. It's probably not gonna be... no, that's gonna make a difference. Whatever. Okay, let's talk to Slavians. Welcome, what brings you to our humble abode? Some village activities will only be available when you are friends with people, and some are restricted to chance, so coming back from time to time may be worth it. Can we help with anything? You're looking to help. Sure, there's always trouble. There's always trouble about the place. There's a bunch of vermin nesting nearby. They're small, only setting up. If you help us be rid of them, we'll be very thankful, to be sure. Okay, let's accept. You got +1 loyalty, the total amount of 8. And where is that? That's not too far. And also it's in the right direction. I'd really like to catch this. So it is a ghost. I was just curious what that thing was. That's why I decided to do it this way. It's probably a bad idea. We have to be very careful, check what type of attack they are using, and you may even have to run away if they are using like something that's too much damage, like an AoE attack. Okay, so the ghost is going first, and they have speed of the swarm. Ah. Eight. Okay, so this should be just single target attack for 5. That's fine. 13. We can use our Wraith to tank up some damage. 7.7, that's the fastest attack, but it's not enough damage. Yeah, because of that speed of the swarm, I just won't be able to go fast enough. Or maybe I will, depends if they play another card next turn. Can we get some extra shielding? 31, 7.7 is decent. So Shirka goes first and kills one of them. That's nice. Then one attack. Maybe I should speed up this. 9.0. Do they play one more card? No. This should be quite decent for us. I expected like something more dangerous. Yeah, this is definitely the target. Doing much more damage, just not enough. Okay, let's finish it off. Destroys or removes 2 cards from the battlefield, and we don't have to worry about these. How's it called? Svietilko, I think. Svietilko or Sviatelko, I'm not sure. Svietilko would be in Czech, Sviatelko is in Polish. In translation, that means like a tiny light. Okay. Topaz, fruit. And keep going. Next. Ah, come on. What did we lose? Well, nothing really important. But I think I still want to track them. Mark the location on the map. Oh, that's pretty far away. So I guess we'll just visit them on the way back. Maybe it's not too bad, right? Because that basically means they carried some of our loot for us closer to the village. Means we don't have to carry that much with us while we are exploring. We'll just pick it up on the way back. So this was a well-timed robbery that helps with the weight problem. Rats. Yeah, I think we want to just use our hunter. It's so much safer with the hunter when you don't have to fight all these animals. What the heck is this? Oh, iron relic. Yeah, I'm not using metal as the main crafting material, or very rarely. So some of these items, even though they're pretty basic, I've never seen the design, so that's why I'm surprised. Amber Club. There's one thing I didn't talk about yet, and that's gem-based weapons, when gem is the main material. They work differently compared to the other types, because normal weapons, they just multiply the stat they are based on, right? So you have, I don't know, perception-based weapon that deals 2 damage per point of perception. So you have 10 perception, and with this weapon you'll be doing 20 damage. When you have gem-based weapons, it's not like multiplying the stat, it's adding to the stat. So in this case, this is a strength-based weapon. It takes your strength value and adds 6.3 to it. These weapons are like useful for characters that like are stacking up a different stat. For example, you desperately need your, I don't know, your healers, Sherikas, all these characters to do physical damage in one fight, but they are very weak. So it's more effective to give them these gem-based weapons for the one fight where you need the physical damage, because they will get to higher numbers than trying to give them the normal weapons that multiply the base value. You won't be using this too often, but maybe in early game it's useful. For children, it's also useful, because a child that has this base strength of like 2 with a normal weapon can do like 4 damage usually. When you add this Amber Club, it will be doing over 8 damage. So in the early game, that makes a difference. These are the situations where you may want the gem-based weapons. Okay, what else did we find? Steel shield. We may need some shields, but again, the shields that I made out of metal are just too heavy. Look at that, 137. Is it worth it? The numbers are really not that high for this weight. So if you're gonna use shields in this playthrough, they're definitely gonna be made out of something else. Leave. And look at the reward. +7 to total amount of 15. That's pretty nice. I have to remember that you can get so much loyalty from these quests. Before we move anywhere, let's go to the inventory and we'll just get rid of all these items. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that. Look how heavy those things were. We still have the materials, but there was like 300 extra points you'd have to carry around if I didn't dismantle those items. And one more thing. Let's make sure we are not burning the Dryad wood. Actually, not Dryad wood, Elven wood. Okay, let's go back. I'm not sure if you have to go back to get some kind of a reward, or there's still some more options how to interact with them. Let's check those as well. What is this? You receive... no, as you recover from yet another nasty tremor and look around in the debris for useful resources, you see an odd-looking man sitting behind the table, surrounded by all sorts of strange contraptions, scrolls, wells, and tools. Oh, this is the continuation of the base of the main storyline, I think. Go speak to him. Let's ask him what's happening. And again, guys, if you want to read all of this, just pause the video. Get rid of the bandits in the camp. So you will look into it if you can. Okay, and these bandits are pretty nasty. I think it's like difficulty 6. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I know that the first time that I got this quest, I had there right away, or not just first time, like twice or maybe 3 times. I was like, okay, let's go there right away, and I got my ass kicked, so this time I'll try to be a bit more careful. Their wounds, trade. Trading is usually not worth it. Because they only have like basic stuff. But let's actually check it. If they changed it, maybe there is something more useful now. They definitely have more items. I knew that I read something in the patch notes that they improved the trading, but it's still very basic. Yeah, basic materials. All of this is just basic materials. We can make this gathering tool. Yeah, this is just not good enough. This armor isn't horrible. Actually, it is horrible. Never mind. It's medium armor with 13 points physical. It's really bad. Wood heavy armor. Who would use that? 223 weight for 17 shielding. Jesus. It's so bad. Okay, so they now have more items for trading, but they're still all garbage. I'll just keep going. I think there is a small chance to get the child if you visit the tavern. But we have enough children now. And usually when I go to the tavern, all that happens that I get drunk and I'm sick for like 3 turns. I'm not gonna try when we don't need more children. Investigate from a distance. I'm not sure. Oh, we do have crafting high enough to help him. And what did we get from him? Amber jewelry, leather jewelry, and some malachite. Okay. We may even use the jewelry. Let's see, are we strong enough? No. And no. Never mind. Okay, next. Oh, hello. Wisdom. And I want to attack her. Auto resolve, accept. Yep, I always attacking these witches. So I don't even know what I can get from the other options. But I know that I can get pristine matter when I kill her. So that's what I'm going after. It's such an easy way how to get the tier 5 material. Also, we got the pretty good cat that's made of dragon bone and fish, so like level 3. And also another wraith. And another child. Hey. Also a level up. That's a pretty good one. So, back to the village. Now we want... I didn't give the order to make the gathering tool, or we just finished it. I think we just finished it. We're gonna need another one. So we got another child. Confirm. We still want to research things. Now the terrain, that should be quite a few points. And the crafting, one, come on, 1, 2. I think that's also a girl, right? Or we just... Oh, no, wait, that's actually in our expedition. I thought I'd give the new child a cat as well, because I really want to get a witch. But it's on the wrong group. I'll just get another wraith. And you'll get the gathering tool. Okay, so how are we doing? 86. Oh. Good enough. I think the child is gonna slow us down. Increase our like carry limit, but the child has, I think, only 4 movement points. So we have just lost the movement point and can't really do anything about it. Ruins, Investigate. Bandits, yeah, we can attack. But with the child in the group now, I'll have to do this manually because the game likes using all characters in combat. And of course, when it throws the child into the fight, it's problem to protect or impossible to protect for the AI. That's why it sometimes gives such horrible results. We should be able to handle this without losses. Let's start, or without losses, hopefully without taking any damage. That's what we need. Okay, so the hunter, no, how are we gonna do it? Oh, let's do it like this, and we're gonna use the wraith to tank up some of the damage. As you can see, they're quite slow. Okay, this is fine. 16, so we'll position the hunter here. It's the same card or same character, so it should go down. And I hope this is fine. It's gonna be here, here. That's a pet, and this is not doing any damage. The pet is quite annoying. It means I can't hit the whatever that is, hunter. Now we should be fast enough. There. So we had just enough armor. Okay, some gold. Nothing else. Next. Okay, that actually no, that's child that we got some time ago. We could go for another healer because we only have one. And then the last child that we just got is gonna be a warrior. We'll try to make it a warrior. Okay, let's go for a second healer. We should succeed here quite easily. Okay, and the island ends here. What the heck is this? We have a quest on the wrong side of the, or the wrong side, on a different island. Okay, let's check the healer. It's this one, right? So what do we need for him? First scroll. And some kind of armor. We have to get better materials. Because these like caster weapons are not good enough anymore. Also, the armor kinda sucks. That's why I'm trying to save up the advancement points. What's the other thing? Armor. 133. He should be able to handle this, right? Confirm. I hope I'm not wrong. I didn't do the math. Research. Did I forget anything? I hope not. Next. Yeah, that's the guy we just got. Get the level up immediately. I'm not sure I care too much about intelligence on the healers. I really want to keep stacking up wisdom on them. Although this might be time to pick up some strength. We could use one decently strong healer that we'll always send out with the expedition. Because I usually like to have like half of my characters more focused on strength, and those are the people that are going out because they have to bring like materials back, so we want to increase the carrying capacity of the group. That's why I'm prioritizing strength on them a little bit more, and then in the village there I leave the people who are just stacking up the main stat. And I think this is gonna be the guy with some extra strength. Is this close though? Strength and wisdom. Wisdom is the main stat, so now let's go for strength. We are getting strength so rarely for some reason that I should really take it when I have the chance. And 3 strength and 4 strength actually makes a huge difference when it comes to your options that you have with your gear. Okay, so we can't cross here. It's just one tile, but we can't cross. Crow's Nest, we should be able to smoke them out with the hunter, or thanks to the hunter, auto-resolve, accept. And keep going. Okay, the island is not as big as I thought, and we still didn't find any gems. Is it possible that we have main island, or starting island, with no gems? That will be the first for me, I think. You find the remains of a non-human settlement. I was like, oh, maybe we found another race, because you can find like goblins, orcs, elves. I think we have to go to another island if we want to find them. Investigate. Yep. Sometimes I really shouldn't be that curious. Run away. I think we are missing. What are we missing here? I think there should be other options than just this. If we had the proper class, maybe a witch. That's probably what we are missing. But I can't think about anything else. We have Zherka. If it was like intelligence or wisdom based, we have that covered. We have destiny covered. So probably a witch, but I'm not sure about this one. I just think there are some like other outcomes. We just have to have a different class. Okay, who is this? Brute force, possibly. I'll be level 2. I'm really not a big fan of brute force. No, I'll just go for the gathering. Even like the characters that are going out on expeditions need some gathering, because later when we get to the other islands, there are the tier 3 resources that can be gathered, and they require quite a few points. So if we ever have to do that, it's good to have the gathering. Okay, there is the gathering tool. Let's switch to, let's say, the armor. Next. Oh, he'll be fighting. Sure. Oh, look at that. We got the diamond. It's just one, but from such an easy fight, it's not bad. Come on. And another fight. it's still experience, so this is not like a complete waste of time. The experience is nice, especially because we have a child in the group. Oh, oops, I can't use my hunter here. Oh, let's do it anyway. But this bee is deadly. Oh, actually, we can auto-resolve. I didn't expect that the game will be able to figure out this fight without my help, so yeah, I'm happy that we can just do it this way. Accept. And keep going. More bees. Oh, Lightbringers. Yeah, I don't think we want to visit that. I still don't remember how difficult the fight is. And this is pretty deceptive, because it says only 2 here. But I'm pretty sure it's a lot more dangerous. Okay, more experience. The guy who added this auto-resolve option to the game should really get a medal, because without that, if you have to do everything manually, that will be so annoying. Also, what the hell is this? Oh, boars. Okay. It's actually another village. Can we handle it this way? We can. Accept. And it's autumn. Crafting is 25% fast. That's not a bad timing. Enemies are as aggressive as during the night. Well, whatever. There is the level up for our child. And this is the one that I want to become a warrior. So perfect level up. This should be almost guaranteed warrior now. Okay, what is this? Some clay. Crow's nest. Some herbs. This might be useful. Oh, it's still pretty far away. I thought it was closer. Because we have only one source of food anywhere around the village, right? That's the wheat. And then the closest one was the fish as the other type of food. And this is even out of range. We can't catch the fish. It's just too far. So then there is here and here, which is also pretty far away. So I was hoping we could find maybe one more source of food a little bit closer. But this is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's too far. Sometimes what I like doing is when I have like a resource that's just out of range of the village, I just send like one person who sits next to it. Let's say we have a resource on this tile that we want to gather. I would just create a one-man group and set up a camp here. Therefore, when something happens to the camp, the whole village can support it. So the character is basically never in danger. I keep getting the resource that I want. And also because I have technically 2 different groups, right? Group 1 is the village, and group 2 is that one gatherer who is getting the resource. It increases the chance to get some random events because it triggers for each group that you have separately. So the more groups you have, the higher chance to get random events. So sometimes I think, I've never really tested it, but I think what you could do is just create, like, when you have more people, multiple one-man group that would set up camp around the village. Therefore, like, the more groups you would create, the higher chance you would have to get random events every turn. But each of these groups would be in range, like, of all the other groups. So all the people could still work together during each challenge. So it would just be getting more challenges, but all the people would be working together and getting the experience. I think this could really speed up things a lot. I'll probably try it at some point, just see how it works. And if this could be like, not really a cheat, but, you know, I'm not sure if it's intended to work this way. So if it does, it could be a great source of experience, because all the people that are taking part in the combat, they don't have to be in the same group as long as they are in the combat, get the experience. So if this way you can trigger, I don't know, 3, 4 events every turn, and everyone takes part in it, they would be leveling up insanely fast. So this could be really worth trying. Well, for now, let's just try to return our expedition home. Next, maybe when they get back and we have more people in the village, we can try it. There's another level up. What do we have here? Oh, this is great. We already are trying to stack up mysticism. So yeah, I'll take it. We are trying to get a witch. Perfect. So we are quite lucky with these level ups. Okay, keep going. What is this? I'll try to find shelter. I don't quite trust this option. I tried it once and didn't like the result, so I'll just try it this way. Crafting for a child. That's gonna be the warrior, so I don't think that's a good candidate for crafting, but whatever. Crow's nest. We can clear that out. Accept another diamond. And more experience. Come on, keep going. More light bringers. Yeah, I don't want to get anywhere near that, but no gems. And I don't think we will get any gems. There's like one tile here where we can find some gems. 2 more maybe here, but yeah, they won't be there. That's quite disappointing. I thought it was guaranteed to get one type of every material on the starting island, right? But I mean, one type of leather, one type of metal, one type of stone, and this was guaranteed that one type at least will spawn, of each will spawn at the starting island, but it seems I was wrong, and this time we don't have any gems. That's actually a problem, because gems are quite important. Okay, so let's make sure we use the gems that we have properly. Bone. Gem. 3200, 8.2, 1478. It's very light. That's what we want. At least for the for exploring. Later we may want something heavier, but for now this is ideal. Confirm. Let's get the... Come on, let's get the scroll. It's only 2 turns. We're gonna equip the armor. That's for the stronger healer. 319. Is it this one or was it the other one? No, the other one already has gear, right? Oh wait, it was this one who got the extra strength. So he can now handle this armor, and the other one, I'll get this one. That's what, that's 47. We'll give him the scroll when we get it and see if we can also handle the armor. I think he should be able to. But let's finish the scroll first and then the ship. Next. Set up a trap, auto-resolve, accept. Oh, we are so unlucky with this event. Can get better gems, and we really could use better gems now when we can't, or when we know that we can't gather them anywhere. Wisdom is nice for a healer. Stay vigilant, try to figure out what's going on, accept. Wisdom. Ask what can be done. Check the Weeping Willow. Oh, it's right here, I think, right? What the hell is this? We have some new locations spawning. I'm not sure what belonged to what. But we also have a level up for our child. So what's this one? That's the warrior. So we don't care. Maybe we could go for the Mass Lullaby. Any enemy hit by the powder. The thing is, it can be used in all types of challenges, and I don't care about crafting. On the other hand, I also want to have one warrior that stays in the village. Maybe it could be this one, and he would be a crafter. Because I'm really not a big fan of the dizziness powder. Let's go for crafting. These are like 2 bad choices. move. That's the willow. So what are our options? Mysticism. Open yourself up for divine inspiration. Let's go with that. Focus on the weeping willow itself. Call upon nature to banish the demon's magic. We should be able to handle this. Thanks to the scavenger. Yeah, and we can take whatever we get as long as it's a victory. Really? A wooden sword? Good. Gather whatever items it had and move on. And some extra loyalty with Slavians. Decent experience. Okay, so that's another problem solved. Let's see. We are still fine. We can carry even more. So now we're gonna cross the river to reveal this tile. Demon Circle. Hello. This could be a fun fight. See, difficulty 6, so this is pretty challenging. And I don't think I've ever attacked Demon Circle before. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm not sure that we are strong enough. I probably want to bring more warriors for this. But it's good that we have something more challenging so close. So maybe you can do that next time. Also, I think... No, I did give the order to craft another item. So, next. There, we are done with some research. There is the scroll level up for our hunter. Not the best one. We'll go for flying daggers because that's perception based. But I was hoping we'd get another level of ghostly axe. That would be so much better. Confirm. Okay, now we have some resources that we need to pick up from these band-aids. Oh, look at all the food. Okay, this is definitely worth setting up a camp. 1, 2, 3. Checking if it was better to set up a village here. No, we would have metal and stone as the materials around. We wouldn't have any wood. No. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I think here or even here should still be in the range of the village. So we maybe could have like a permanent gathering expedition to get more types of food later. So we can cook more types of food. Okay, crafting. Let's start working on the ship. 6 turns isn't too bad. And where is the healer? Here. So we still have 113 to work with. So he's 113 and 47 actually on top of that. Because he'll be replacing the armor. So he is strong enough to handle something much better. Crafting. Yep. Oh, by the way, I just want to double check something. I wanted to make sure that I crafted elemental armor, not the physical one. Good. Next. What the hell is this? I don't think I've ever seen this event before. I don't remember seeing this picture. Found an old hut, perhaps a hunting lodge that has been long abandoned and become overgrown with shrubbery and tree growing out of its back wall. As soon as you step across the threshold, the rotten floorboard breaks and you fall down a dark hole. As you fall, sticky spiderwebs soften your landing, but as you crash into a soft, gooey surface, you realize that you just crashed into spider eggs, and many red, angry eyes are approaching quickly. Hey, nice. Let's try this option. I have no idea what to expect from it. More intelligence. You light your torches to burn the webs and direct the smoke deeper into the town towards the spiders. Spiders keep away from you, but more might be coming. You find the remains of other victims caught in the webs. Okay, gather whatever you can. What do we get? Sandstone, it's garbage. Some enchanted leather, it's not horrible. And quartz javelins, whatever. Okay, wake up. Talk. Oh, that's this. Tell him a riddle, and if he fails to answer, he must speak to you. The show is perplexed and tries to break a riddle, but he cannot do it. He squirms and squirms, but fails the task. Okay. Ask after our things. I don't want to kill him. Okay, quite a few research points actually, and now we are over our carrying capacity, so I think we'll have to leave something behind. 400 points, that's a lot. Let's see, can we maybe just do it this way? That should be better than leaving things behind. As jewelry kind of sucks. Let's get rid of it as well. 2100 and something. Can we dismantle something else, or do I have to leave something behind? Now we can dismantle the amber cup. That should help a lot. Now we should be fine again. Yep, can move again. If we were farther away from the village, I'd probably just throw something away, but I think we can make it to the village. Next. Attack. We can just kill her and see what happens, but I already know there is a chance that she curses someone, so I just want to show the outcome. No, she didn't curse anyone this time, but it's not guaranteed, right? There is always a chance. When you choose one option, there are multiple outcomes that can happen, so there is a chance that something bad happens. We got lucky this time. What was that? We got gathering tool. Pretty bad one. Let's get rid of it. And the scroll that we can also get rid of. Come on, I said we can get rid of it. Anything else? No. Next. Perception. Healer and intelligence. Accept. Okay, so what did you get? 1 hit point for Bogdan. Everyone gets a mental blessing. And 1 hit point for one of our children. Good. We should be able to handle this easily. Search the cave. What did we find? Some more metal and more metal. Monster heavy armor. That's 29 points, but for 214. That's too heavy. No matter which way I go, I have to go through a forest. So it's gonna take a while to get home. 3 more turns, something like that. That's a good level up. This is gonna be int. And this is gonna be +2 wisdom. Next. There we go. We made it home. So let's merge those groups. And how are we doing now? Crafting 2 more turns to get the ship. Research, we are working on that. Well, I'll check everything off camera, see what we can do. And I think in the next episode, we will test that theory I was talking about. If we create multiple one-man groups around the village, we should be getting events a lot more often. Let's see if that works. I think that's what we're gonna do. By the way, research points. I want to research... That's a good question. What do you want to research? I think combat leather first. And we need, what, 7 points for that? 1, 2, 4, 7. So I'm missing 1 point. Then we can get the combat leather and start making some pretty sick items. After that, we'll save up... I think 7 again. Get the rune bone. And that should be then enough to get both decent armor and decent weapons from tier 4 materials. Combine it maybe with some of the like the pristine material that we got from events. And get basically our endgame gear without ever going to other islands. Once we are done with the gear, then we can just go to the other islands and be perfectly safe. I think that will be the long-term plan. But well, for today we are done. So I hope that you liked this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.